High school counselors, one of the questions the last time was we were talking about how big is your office, how you can decorate your office, what are some of the things that you may do. The first suggestion that I have for you, it is like you need to declutter and clean first and decide and designate the areas. One of the simple ways to do that, it is after you clean up everything, buy some carpets. You don't need to buy expensive carpets. You can go to Five Below so you can divide the sections that you want to do in your office. And after that, Five Below, 99 Store, it could be IKEA, one of your options. There's a couple of them where you can find small carpets to make sections. It could be for career and college readiness or career exploration. You can do another one for your small group, another one for your individual meetings, and so much more. Another one for your books, for your fidgets, and other type of stuff. The second tip that I want to give you, it is that you should buy a plant that will survive your office. In my new office, I do not have windows, so bamboos are really good to clean the area, clean the atmosphere. I truly believe that they should clean the air and the negative vibes. We listen to problems all day long, so it's really good if you pray. That's super good too. I do it as well, but also have plants who can clean all the energy. They can clean all the things going around you. Tip number 3, buy a lava lamp. In Five Below, you can find it for $5.50 or $5.55. Sometimes I'm increasing the prices, or $5. Students love that. Put it near your desk. Put all the things, if you have a small space, put all the things you can in the cabinets in an organized way. If you don't have any idea what is that, look up for Marie Kondo, those programs from Netflix, or the Home Edit, or any type of program who helps you succeed while organizing, giving away, and throwing stuff that you don't need, or put it in donation boxes, or give it to someone else in your campus. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Crystal Santiago, and I have a TPT store called Counseling Solutions by Chris, and I have an Etsy store with shirts and fidgets and calm down buckets and so much more on K&H Solutions or Counseling Solutions by Chris. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's continue. Tip number 3. If you can, designate an area for your small group sessions or for your individual counseling. Once you decide where do you want it, it's very important that if you have a beautiful, nice, huge desk, which all of us love, probably if you have a small space, you need to get rid of that huge, beautiful desk. For a small ones, the ones that they use, one that you want to purchase, a table, something that you can make room for the students. In the long run, I know that we do a lot of paperwork, but where you're going to put the students? Where you're gonna fit them if you don't have a space. That's exactly what I did. When I got to this new office, the previous counselor had a beautiful, ginormous desk. And then I look at the size of the office and I was like, oh, so I guess we need to repurpose. And I have to give away something that probably will be beneficial for me as a counselor, but not maybe beneficial for the space that I need for my students. So that's the first thing I did. I got a little small desk, and then I don't know if you've seen the other videos, I'm going to put the links down below. I put white contact paper so it will make it look more fancier and bigger, but in fact it's an old small, not nice student desk, but it works. It's functional. Think about, that's my tip number 4. Think about functional spaces. So once you get rid of that big old beautiful desk that we love, but maybe is not the right fit for your office at this time of your life, maybe you will have a bigger office and you can have the desk that you really need and you really want. Functional spaces. So you're going to need a space for small group or a space for the students to lay down and take a quick nap. It happens to me too. Sometimes kids need like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to recover from a big old tantrum, from a big old fight, from any type of situation that the situation escalates to the point that they can't handle it. And then when the things goes down and the adrenaline goes down, they need a place to rest, or maybe they didn't sleep anything the last night because of the parents were fighting or the family were fighting or they were playing video games, tablet, watching TV, using electronics, etc. That really helps. What I did, the nurse by that time in my campus helped me out. She found it on oh my god, on Facebook app, and she bought me a futon for $50. So the ones that you're seeing in those pictures, actually I just paid for her, and she wanted to help me so much that she even helped me looking around, looking at Goodwill, looking at different stores, second-handed stuff, and she found one in her neighborhood for $50. She even put it in her truck and she took it even to school. That amazing it was. It was outstanding. So you need to seek out also for those people who love you, who appreciate what you're doing. And hey, if you see in the stores, if there's a clearance, if you see a futon, if you see two nice cute chairs that you think will match my decoration, please let me know. And that's exactly how it worked. It was just like that. So if you've seen that video, that gray fancy, I find it like it is a little bit fancy futon that I have in my office, in Spanish will be futon. You can close it, and it's a couch, and you can, if the student wants to, over there I can open it and they can take a nap. I put down the lights. If the student wants, I leave my lava lamp on. I stayed in my office reading my emails. I explained to the students that I will be here, okay? And I put the couch near the window, okay? We don't want any misinterpretations. We don't want anything bad. I haven't had that experience like that, and I'm very blessed. But I always put my small group table near the door, and I put the couch must be facing the door and must be facing that, a space where anyone can look and sneak in and look that the student is safe and it's there. Blankets, I buy it at IKEA, $2.50. It's amazing, soft, good, not super good quality, but it's good quality for the purposes that we want. Okay, so we have a resting area or a calm down area. Leave the fidgets. I told you that I have a water fountain. If you don't have a water fountain, what you can do, you can also play some music. That's it, calm and relaxing music with water sounds, with maybe nature sounds, with bird sounds, whatever makes you happy, okay? Decorate the office in a way that the colors are not very overwhelming or overstimulate the students or the faculty or the staff, and make sure that you match all the things together. And as I told you before, look on those secondhand places where you can buy used stuff that it will be good for your office. Purposeful. Small group, you need a couple of chairs, minimum 4, and then sometimes I do have 8 chairs, but I designate a small space where I can stack them, and if I need them, blah 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 blah, I take them all out. Another thing, set up a lobby, a waiting area. When you go to the doctor's office, you don't see 20 chairs, 8 chairs, 10 chairs, 4 chairs in the doctor's office. The doctor has a small office, maybe the triage is a different section, and the waiting room is the waiting room. Same with your office. If you don't have a big old space, I put 4 chairs outside my office. Sometimes I put fidgets like stress balls. I put books so they can read. Depending on how you like it in your grade level, decide what is best for you. Sometimes I put stuff like Where's Waldo, where they have to look for the pictures and the image, and those little simple things help them succeed and wait in a calm space while you take care of the rest. Don't forget to put a sign outside your door that says like, where are you, if you're in a classroom, if you're with a student, if you're available, etc., etc. And thinking about those sections, give me 1 second. If you don't have the chairs, I forgot to say it, beanbags. Beanbags can define an area. If you want a calm down spot and you can find a couch or fancy chairs or whatever, beanbags work well, and people is willing even to donate them to you. So believe it or not, you can do an Amazon wish list. So think about the categories. So we talk about plants, we talk about sections in your office, a career awareness, career exploration, career and college readiness, information where you have pennants. People loves the pennants. The circle that I have, the wheel of pennants that I have in my office, I have a ginormous one, and I have a little bitty next to my cabinet. People love to talk about it. Kids ask me about colleges. They ask me where I went, what did I do. They request their special pennants. Maybe they made a connection with their family members, like, oh, my brother used to go there, or oh, I saw this is the team that I want, so maybe I want to go there. Even my level is elementary. You will open up a conversation in an informal way where you never expected, just by putting something in your office. If you're in high school, put the pamphlets or applications or reminders or due dates for them, something that will open up a conversation even though it wasn't meant to be like that. Is a way to connect with the students. I have college and career readiness or career exploration books for the student next by it. And because I'm elementary, I have puppets related to different careers and occupations. And we start that conversation. In the other area, you need to have your small group. You need to have your desk. That's very important. Your printer, rather if it works or if it doesn't work. You need to have an area outside your waiting area, outside your office. If you have a small office or a big office, have an outside area, especially if you have a small office. Inspirational quotes. And last but not least, you should have fidgets in your office. I know that a lot of you do not like the student to get distracted, and the element of distraction maybe can be too much, but I truly in my experience in my experience, I give the students the fidget while we talk, especially if we're having like important conversations and it hurts too much for them or it's hard to remember. While we talk, they have the stress ball or they have the slime or they have the other type of fidget. They can look down, they can think, they can canalize all that stress because you're asking them uncomfortable questions and they're not sure if they can trust you. That really helps for me to help them open up with any type of topic they want to talk about. So I highly suggest that you have fidgets. I will be creating for next month, for September, how I create my coping skills toolbox. And if you have a Cricut at home, maybe you can create something similar. Maybe you have a strange bucket right now. Maybe you can put it a little bit more fancier and sweet and cute for your office. Put it in the middle of the table and voila. Don't forget to try to see your office per sections. Functional area for you, functional areas for the students. Decorate with inspirational quotes. Give your little taste and put things that represent you. Last but not least, the smell. The smell is very important, especially if you're working in those wagons, or not wagons, the portables. That's the proper word for that. In those portables, or if you're working in an old building, which it happens to me in the past. It was bad. It was bad. So, or plugins, we know that they're illegal. I know, by the fire marshal. Find a way. There's some brooms with the smell of cinnamon, and the humidifiers. I use the brand Woolseys. I have a, believe it or not, I have a bunch of allergies, so I'm very sensitive. I have a big nose and a very sensitive nose, so both things. And I use only vanilla with water and I let it be. When it's too strong, I turn it off. When it's like, I turn it on. And it smells good. The kids like it. It's friendly. It reminds them of baking at home. And I don't know, like a warm and cozy space. But you do you, be you. But choose a smell that is not too strong. That way may cause allergies, or the people with asthma, or people that has like sensitive noses like me. It won't hurt them, but it will make them feel at home. Okay, I will be responding to your questions about virtual classrooms at your virtual counselor soon, and I will put the virtual SEL rooms here, like Google Slides with your virtual office. I have a product that is like 281 virtual classrooms. I will put it in the description down below. And if you're looking for shirts like this one, don't forget to visit our Etsy store. And I know that the cold is coming, so I have sweatshirts too over here, and hoodies, and so much more. So I hope to see you soon. See you next time. Bye.